Good evening, everybody. It is April 12th, 2024. I am the New World Order Survival Guy. Tonight, I just want to get into some of the heading topics of the evening. We got Iran and Israel. Seem to be about to get into it. Uh, it could be blowing smoke up people's asses, but it absolutely could be real. Soon to see. I'm not here to fearmonger, but this is just what the news is putting out and the government. And so, within the next 48 hours, Iran is supposed to pop some heat rocks, some missiles or something into Israel. And Israel's about to sit there and retaliate. I don't know what to make of this, but it stuff is about and bound to kick off. United States government, FBI, is hyping this up, but I mean, they always do that shit. Now, there's two parts of this threat situation, the situation in general. It's either going to be, this is what's going to kick off heavily WW3, World War, or it's just further smoke and mirrors, boy who cried wolf type shit. We shall see, because it is supposed to happen within 48 hours. Like I said, our government is saying that it's going to happen within hours, like immediately. So we'll see. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up a little show on this is because if it does happen, then it's gonna be a domino effect. Now, I stand by my words that I've always said on this show. All these countries are corrupt. They're in on it together, and this is just a pretext to kick off the New World Order. Iran is in on the New World Order. Israel is in on the New World Order. Just like Russia, China, United States, and everybody else. I don't believe for a second this is anything other than that. So, but so what I'm saying is that this is all part of that plan. So if this shit does kick off just know it's it's for the New World Order, and all these fools are in on it and playing everybody because the leaders ain't gonna, you know, the honchos ain't gonna get taken out. The only way any of these leaders will get taken out is if they're not part of that New World Order. Like a lot of these other leaders from the recent past, like Gaddafi, Saddam, you know, like for instance, those guys, they wanted to do their own thing and back their dollar up by the gold standard, and like Gaddafi, he brung like aqueducts and stuff to North Africa. He was doing good, and then the United States bombed the hell out of it, and demonized this dude. Oh, he gassed his own people and all that shit. They always do that shit, man. They always, oh, yeah, oh, they gas their own people. They're like terrorists. Man, it's such lying sons of bitches, man. Gaddafi was good to his people. He gave to his people. He helped his people. They took him out and demonized him because he wasn't going along with this New World Order. He wasn't going along with this world financial banking system. That's why they took his ass out. And that's what they'll do to anybody. And that's what they've always done to these little sovereign countries. They take them out. Our government has a habit of taking people out. And it always has to do with these corporations that run everything. Like they were taken out because of the banks. They take out other people that come up with like cancer cures or something like that. The pharmaceutical companies have people taken out because they don't want nobody to hear about the cures for cancer. They don't want to hear about any cures because there's no money in cures. There's only money in pharmaceuticals and treatments. That's just ongoing, concurring money swamp. I mean, come on, Clintons. You know about that, right? How many people have you had taken out? Because they're in bed big time with the pharmaceutical industry. But anyways, yeah, Hillary, you bitch. You know exactly what you do. Shit. Anyways, there's supposedly going to be some war kicking up here shortly. Like I said, we shall see. But it's looking interesting. I mean, Israel's talking about, or not Israel, Iran talking about getting ready to launch 100 missiles at Israel. And of course, Israel, the new Khazaria, is, I mean, all they do is prep for war. That that's all they do. You know, that's the home base of these world financial bastards. They took over this shit. They took over Israel in World War II. In my opinion, I believe that's what World War II was about. The Khazarians coming over to Israel, taking the Holy Land, killing off the real Israel Jews. And then, that's like a good stronghold for them. They changed their color. They put the Star of David on their. That's the Rothschilds taking right there. Israel. They're always a weak country as far as defense wise. You know, so it's easy pickings. They just got to pay off the people that protect them. And for Israel to be surrounded by Muslim countries, and just pay off like America and stuff, just pay off the leaders and shit like that. Yeah, that's easy pickings right there. And you get a lot of power taking over Israel. But anyway, now look at Israel. Israel is pretty powerful for a small country. I mean, men and women required all to join the military. You know, what is it, like 70% of Israelis are not true uh, Jewish people of Israel. They're Khazarians. You know, these people got history twisted, man. History goes so deep, and none of it is true what they're teaching in schools. Hardly any of it. It's. I mean, look at Columbus. Christopher Columbus. Oh, discovered America. You guys know that he's never set foot in America, United States? He's never set foot here. He wasn't no damn pilgrim. He's a damn slave trader. And that's what he cruised the world for. He's never been to Plymouth Rock, Massachusetts. He's never been to the United States, period. He was in the Caribbean, in maybe the eastern coast of South America, in a whole other continent. He's never been to the United States like the schools always taught you to believe. That's a lie. Why would they lie to us about that? I don't know. But anyways, Israel. and Iran are supposedly about to get into it big. And if they get into it, we are jumping in that because we got the Khazarians, I mean, Israelis back. And Russia, China got Iran's back. Is this going to be the huge kickoff for World War III? I mean, we're already there in those stages, but you need a big jumper to really kick this off. 'Cause like I said, World War II didn't just bounce off like that. It took a couple years of little nitpicking and all that, and it's just boom after a couple years. Because all kinds of shit was going on within those previous couple years. But so and they didn't even call it a World War II until later on. You know, it was uh, just war. You know, somebody did something, and you know, it just snowballed, and then it wasn't until later on that it was called a world war. Now, I mean, all these governments had mentioned it being called a World War III. You know, they all saying it, and this shit's still going on. It is a World War III. Now, World War III is going to be a little more uh, technical, a little more significant than those previous world wars. So it, yeah, there's going to be a lot of cyber attacks, a lot of stuff that we don't notice and see. Um, you know, it could be weather warfare. Um, it could be physical attacks. I mean, it's crazy how military works nowadays. So much more advanced. I mean, we got drones, we got AI. I mean, there's so much that can go into these wars nowadays, and people don't even recognize it as war. I mean, you guys see that? I don't know. I seen another video about this blob of a storm. It was like super deep red, purple. I mean, it was solid, man. This like storm thing, but it on the weather channel thing, it showed like these waves like pushing it up. Um, I I wish I had my shit hooked up so I can just show you the videos, but if you can look it up, man, I believe it started like 8th, ninth, 10th, just a couple days ago, a few days ago. I mean, this thing was pumping out like 25-foot waves. It was off the western coast of Africa. This thing was a beast, and it just blurt movement up, and then all of a sudden it disappeared. It disappeared off the radar after a couple of days. It was gone. I mean, just I've seen these videos where it was just blopping, and then like just quick second, gone. What the hell was that? That's CERN. You know, that is definitely CERN. That's government doing that shit. That's weather warfare, people. Weather warfare. Just like Katrina, my opinion. But that's a couple days ago. That's definitely what that was. That's these fools messing with shit. I mean, it's unbelievable the technology that they have nowadays. Controlling the weather is an absolute real thing. I mean, you got geoengineering, you got minuscule weather manipulation programs that, for instance, like farmers, they seed clouds. They put something like some silver iodine in, to feed the clouds to make it rain. Um, if in times of a drought or something like that, to make it rain on crops, they have these programs in every state. You don't believe me? Google it. It is absolute a real thing. If you live in Colorado, Google Colorado weather modification program. It'll pop up. It's real shit. It's not gonna pop up articles. It's gonna pop up their website, the actual weather modification people's website, the companies that do this. So there was supposedly a meteorite that crashed into Earth a couple days ago, yesterday, something like that. It landed in the ocean. You know, just some. I guess it's not many shit, but um, there's there's a few things that happened after that eclipse. Nothing, I guess, spectacular to brag about on this show, but that blob of a storm is one of them. I mean, just the way it moved. I mean, this thing said is bigger than the size of Texas. Um, I don't know. That was just weird. I mean, yeah, they had this crap pushing up, going upwards to the northwestern side of Africa, and then it just disappeared. I mean, this thing was solid. All the other storms around in the world were like, like a light red, whatever. But this thing was a deep, dark purple, and it was solid. There was no really crap coming off it, the size to like fade it out and to make it look like a real storm or anything. This thing was just a solid beast, man. And it was completely orchestrated. Um, it was definitely man made. I mean, my opinion. That's I've been watching this shit for a long time. That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked like to other people that reported this. But yeah, um, this war stuff, like I always say, get prepped, stay prepped. You never know what's going to happen. Something's going to happen. I don't know if this is the big dog or if this is just another crapshoot. But yeah, really weird, man. Because I mean, if this does kick off, it's just gonna just pop, 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 pop. Just I don't know. America's gonna step in. Other people's gonna step in. Other countries. I mean, we've been hearing this shit for quite a while now. So I'm not saying hey, this is gonna happen, but I'm just saying they're gonna keep pushing this shit, and everybody's gonna disregard it, being some backdoor propaganda shit. But one of these times, I mean, the goal is the new world order. The goal is to start taking fools out. Stay prepared, man. Stay prepared. Come on. If not, it's gonna be bad news when it actually does hit. So that's all I got right now, man. New World Order survival guy. Just trying to bring some insight on what's being thrown out there. It may be nothing, but something is coming. You know, Iran and Israel are going to start slopping missiles at each other. And who's going to be affected by it? The people. The people of Iran, the people of Israel. America jumps in, the people of America, and so forth. And, you know, it's always the people that are suffering. Because the governments of the world are orchestrating this shit. And it's always the people that suffer one way or another from all this bullshit wars, these banker wars. All wars are banker wars. All of them. Just stay prepped. New World Order guy, I'm out.